At the stroke of the midnight hour, when the world sleeps, India will awake to life and freedom. A moment comes, which comes but rarely in history, when we step out from the old to the new, when an age ends, and when the soul of a nation, long suppressed, finds utterance. It is fitting that at this solemn moment we take the pledge of dedication to the service of India and her people and to the still larger cause of humanity.
We might be politically independent, but I think our minds are far from decolonized. And particularly this finds its manifestation in scholarship, in historiography, where we've very, very faithfully been adherents of that infamous Macaulay's Minute of 1835, that the whole role of education is to create a class of people who are interpreters, who are only in color and blood Indian, but in our morals, opinions, tastes and intellect, we are English. And this manifests, it's probably most germane in the way history is written in India. That a young Indian will have with the history of her country is the textbooks. And what does she see there? The story of her country is almost shown in third person as though it belongs to some other nation. The other thing is the historiography of India is extremely Delhi-centric. The Vijayanagar Empire or the Chola Empire, the Rashtrakutas, Satavahanas, Pallavas, the Travancore rulers, the Mysore Wadiyars, the Ahoms of Northeast, the Nagas, Tripuris, the rulers of Manipur don't find mention as much as some obscure dynasties which are bigoted, Lodhis and Khiljis find incommensurate mention in books. You know, the story of India is a story of invaders. So a young person, again, who reads the story of India, it's a long litany of invasions, starting from that myth of the Aryan invasion theory, to a series of battles that we have lost. We're a nation of losers, it seems to most people, that the very fact that we are around as a civilization shows there must have been some battles we also won, and that resistance that was put, which is curiously underplayed or subjugated in our history books. Very simplistic, linear, monochromatic narrative, a Richard Attenborough film of how India won her freedom. I think there are multiple stories, multiple narratives, multiple heroes and heroines, and the time has come that we kind of revisit those other voices which are dying to be, I think, told. Refusal to acknowledge the darker elements, the darker aspects of Indian history, particularly medieval India with Islamic invasions, trying to brush that under the carpet. American historian Bill Durant had called the Islamic invasion of India as the bloodiest chapter of human history. But does that find a mention in our books in the way it should? We labor under this false assumption that talking about the truth will upset contemporary social issues. But dare I say that the edifice of national unity or social cohesion cannot stand on the shaky and false foundations of whitewashed history. So face the truth in the eye. History worldwide offers these spaces to heal. I think we've not done that. And that is one reason these battles keep happening. These are a manifestation of that same idea that somehow someone is going to feel bad if you speak the truth. and so we need to push all the muck under the carpet and put deodorant. At some point, the stink will show up. 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 Some point. Each blind man touches one part of the elephant and says the elephant looks like the trunk, the tail, the body and so on. They're all right and they're all wrong as well. History is that each person looks at one aspect based on either biases or the evidences that are available to them and reconstructs the sum of all the parts. So do not deny any part in the false miasma of contemporary politics, contemporary social cohesion and so on, and to tell the truth as it is and let people read what is the truth. What